I just saw it just kick me out. So I don't know what that was about. I do not know what that was about, but I got kicked off. Maybe it's interference here in this area. Who knows? Well, the kind of stuff happens. And kind of another reason why I really don't think about doing things like this thing here. IRL. It's one thing if I'm recording and I have a whole bunch of conversations, but the idea of things like this, doing shit really live and just trying to figure it all out, not really my kind of thing as well. Because you never know where you're gonna lose signal or not. So there is that as well. There is that as well. Now that I'm sitting and thinking about it. Also, we've already seen a lot of incidents that happen in the past. I guess of people like telegraphing their locations or whatever. I don't think I kind of have that kind of, number one, popularity, and two, that kind of hate. So I don't really worry about this stuff. But I do wonder. I do wonder. What is the purpose of all of it? And actually, I was having a conversation earlier. I want to say yesterday, I was having a conversation in my head about the idea of how we're looking at social media, to be honest with you. What does it mean when we're doing things like IRL, right? If a lot of people are sitting at home or they're just doing their own thing or whatever, but they're watching other people pretty much live life or eating in restaurants or whatever, but they're not. Is this inspiration for you to actually go do those things yourself? Or is it just more of an inspiration for you to sit down and watch other people living life? I don't really understand that. What's good, KM? Yeah, I had a stream, but for some reason, I got kicked out the stream. I don't know what happened, but I got kicked out the stream. I haven't really moved, so I'm by the Oculus right now. Oh, in case you didn't see it, I'm right by the Freedom Tower, one of my spots where I shoot stuff. And for whatever reason, I got kicked out of that stream. So I know Jen was there, OG was there, a couple other people, but I don't know what happened. I was just out with, like I said, I'll repeat it since you were here and we're just starting on the whole stream. I was just out with some family. We watched the movies. We saw the Spider-Man movie as well. Then we went to go get some food. And as I was walking towards the Oculus, because I'm gonna go there so I could get on my train so I could go back home. The question is, do I want to start a live stream? And I'm like, if I start a live stream, I'm not going to really know what to talk about. I don't really feel like carrying conversations. Plus, I got so much personal stuff I got to work on in terms of content that we got to do in the future. You said, where is what? You said, where is this? Where am I at? The Oculus? I'm in New York City, man. This is the Freedom Tower. I'm not really out here as much as I would like to be out here. Not even like to. Let me just take that back. That was actually bullshit. I really don't like to be here in the city. Even though it's like 30 minutes from me. But I sit here and I think about, do I really want to be out here? Or rather, do I really want to be going home and doing content and just kind of just burning time or trying to be more productive than I could for the kind of streams or the kind of content that I would love to have for the future? And I think for me, I would rather be productive, but at the same time, when I get into these weird droughts because I got so much stuff going through my mind, I do forget and I neglect the fact that I love having conversations. But let's be honest, I'm gonna just drum it back again. When I think about having conversations with people at times, I end up repeating myself a lot or carrying conversation because I can't really have conversation with people. I don't get the obsession with people that just want to basically show off or all kind of other shit. It doesn't make sense to me. And I remember earlier in my content career, it was so much easier to have conversation with people, and now I just so fucking difficult. I tell you, you can get a job actually just fucking off yourself. Just to be honest with you, because I got a job. I got a job. Sorry that you don't know any better, but I got a job. In fact, I have several jobs. In fact, unlike you, I get paid pretty well because I don't have to be stuck on someone's clock while I just sit there and just eat Cheetos. So, sorry for you. I actually have a decent job, thank you very much, which is why I can actually be out here and do these kind of things. I'm just not very much a fan of IRL content, even though I love just being outside and just chilling. That's what I think about KM. That's what I think about. I do like to just go out and just have conversation. And honestly, it's weird because this is how I actually got started with a lot of my own communication. I used to have to go out to areas like this, but it was easier for me because I was actually a photographer at the time. So it was easier for me, or rather, it was a big challenge for me to walk up to people, to have conversations, to take their pictures, to strike up conversations. And I guess the camera was a good prop to get things started. And I have the problem doing that now, but let's be honest, I don't really care a shit about IRL stuff. Like, I don't give a fuck. I just don't give two shits. Like, we've seen a lot of stupid shit when it comes to even IRL content. And I would rather people who are watching, people in my audience, telling you that you should go out and you should go live life. Not you getting accustomed to watching someone live life while you sitting at home, I don't know, breastfeeding your fucking kid. When you can also be outside breastfeeding. There's no limits as to where you can go breastfeed, by the way, so don't think that was a shot at women. But like, you can go outside. There's no sense in you watching your favorite streamer or content creator eating food when you can also be outside doing that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not a person who likes IRL content. I would rather watch someone who is looking at content, who's like reviewing content, commentary, maybe even reactions, or they're just creating their own content. I don't want to watch somebody do shit that I could be doing myself. I wouldn't want to watch somebody go to a party and hang out with people that I don't fucking know, I can't be a part of, I can't do nothing, watching them drink and have fun when I could just be doing that myself. I could be going out, going to a bar, going to a party, whatever. It just doesn't make sense to me. Why would I do that? Why would I spend my time doing that? And that's just me. And I get it. That's the appeal that people don't really get. But I think a lot of people wouldn't sit there watching that kind of stuff are, I'm just going to be honest with you, are people who probably don't have the friends in the life to do that. So they're living vicariously through others. And not even going out to try to develop those kind of things. And that's just my personal thought. I know there's people already going to be butthurt. So I'm like, oh, no, that's not it at all. How dare you? That's not me. I got friends. If you feel that way, then why are you so butthurt? It's like, what the fuck? Just do what the fuck you're doing then. It's that simple. And I think it's because part of the reason is that a lot of people are very isolated now, but also a lot of people are lonely and they just don't want to admit it. This is why a lot of people also spend too much time online. And KM, you know me long enough where I tell you everybody needs to fucking turn around and touch grass. And you're one of the few people that actually can say I should go touch grass, because you'll even fucking post that you're out camping. But I can't say that for a lot of people, which is weird, because most people get to see me mostly when I'm in my office. For the most part, they're like, Resla, when's the next time you're gonna be live? Because I'm outside. That's why you don't regularly see me. And that's when they're like, well, wouldn't you do IRL? Because I want to be around my friends, or I want to be around my family, and I don't want to be holding the camera next to me day in, day out, for you guys to be sitting there and not experiencing life yourself. It feels weird. It really does feel awkward. Or for me to be walking around getting lost, oh, God forbid. Because one of y'all probably just hoping that I walk across the street and get hit by a goddamn bus. It's probably just what it is. Or watching people who are mainly, let's be honest, more than half of these people who move right here are not native-born New Yorkers. Oh, this guy surely is. He's a native for sure. But like most of these other people, they're tourists. Look, tourists. Most of these people around here are not native. They're just here for the sights. They're not really here for anything else. So, no, I haven't decided what I'm gonna do, Jen. I haven't, because I just don't feel like carrying pointless conversations. And I damn for sure don't want to do anything that's going to have me having a conversation with somebody else that's going to be about absolutely zero. And the sad part about it is that I would even say I would leave it up to you guys and say, what do you think is something that we should discuss? But then, let's be honest, most of y'all say Zero. Or worse, you'll sit there and say, did you know that something in the panel first, blah, blah, blah? And I'm like, that's a no. That's dead. That's not happening. Like, that's not happening. I'm not getting into that shit. So, peace, what's going on? Like, I'm not doing that either. So, I realize that it's become very, very difficult for people, especially within the community that we build, to really have even insight or things that we could discuss, because most people are just stuck around drama. It's not even real entertainment, it's just really drama. So I don't even bother really asking you guys your opinions. Which is a shame, because if I get you guys outside of the stream and we start having discussions, you guys are smart. You're smart, you have great ideas, you have great concepts, you have great point of views, but for some reason, outside of that, it's like having a consumer's mindset for people who buy stuff, right? The moment you walk, you're very intellectual, you know exactly what you want, you know exactly how you can talk. But the moment you walk into a store, all of a sudden you lose all your intelligence and you're mindlessly walking around being drones. You don't know what you're looking for anymore. You don't know exactly what to buy. You're complaining about all the prices about something. You start acting like a normal consumer. You understand the rationality with the return process of it, but you all start acting really stupid. And I don't get it. I don't get that. Well, people forget how to think, which was a big part of my content. And I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I get tired of bringing up simple points that get people to think, but then to turn around and just have people say, that's not true. Okay, well, tell me otherwise. And they go, because you're black. And I'm like, wow, that really? And what did you think that was gonna do? Because last I remember, I'm not only black, but I also am beautiful. And I actually have people in my life that actually love me. And by the way, secret, some of those people are black as well. Oh my God. Perish the thoughts. Like, most people are trying to do that. Can I be honest with you? Most people, I don't know why, whether it comes from people that we have in the chat, regulars, whatever, and not some of you fine ladies, but we have more people trying to be aspiring trolls than be aspiring thinkers. Have you not noticed that? We have more people these days who are aspiring to be trolls, aspiring to be nobodies because they're a dime a dozen, than aspiring to be conversationalists, aspiring to actually be innovative thinkers. So, crazy. But me saying that, is very, it's very insulting to people. And I just say, okay, cool, no problem. If it's so insulting, do yourself a favor. Get better or do differently. I don't understand. Like, let me just ask you guys, right? Is there a most popular troll award happening that I don't know about? Because I don't know it. Anyone want to let me know what's the most popular troll award, and who won any of the previous years? Huh? Because I haven't seen it. If you think that's something, you should see this area. You know what? I'm chilling with you guys. I'll walk over there just for you. Just for you. Yeah, because this is the Oculus right now, where I was about to just go into to head home before I start talking to you. And of course, I'll give you another shot of the Freedom Tower. I've been over here too many times, so sorry, it's not that impressive to me. And I've got shots of all of this stuff already on my Instagram from previous years. I'm pretty sure that hasn't changed. I'm pretty sure I had a shot of that already for a few years ago. We'll walk over to here because we're almost by the marina. Yeah, I didn't expect to walk over here, but we'll see what happens. I'm trying to be careful as well because we got knocked off our last stream walking too deep over here. And I'll try to get you guys a decent shot, a little bit closer shot, then we'll see what happens from there. But I don't want to walk all the way in there, especially because it's like, we're already past 5. Nigga, what the fuck? Like, get your shit together. I looked backwards too, and he still had a problem like figuring out which way he wanted to go. I swear, if I get hit by a bike messenger, I'm fucking somebody up. If I get hit by a bike messenger, like, get your shit together. I do know there's a museum. Oh yeah, I just the moment I said it in my mind. So we do have a memorial museum that's over here as well for the towers, of course. I have not been to the memorial museum, just because it's just hasn't been important to me. Just to, oops, just to keep it a buck with you. It hasn't really been important to me. What are you guys saying? You said you don't have a troll link. You know, listen, and there are people who I think there are people who are aspiring comedians, or just maybe somebody in their household. Maybe their mom told them that they were funny one time, and then they think they're gonna take it everywhere they go. But I tell you, it costs almost no energy to be a dick. It takes a lot of energy to be creative and to troll somebody properly, to be funny, to do all that different stuff. Being a dick is very easy. There's nothing very special about it. You know what? Since I'm already walking over here, let me show you guys this as well, because I haven't done this in a while. We got a whole little waterfall thing that's holding it here. I forget that was here. Last time I was over here, it wasn't. Was it wintertime? No, it wasn't wintertime. But I don't remember this work. I'm gonna show you guys right now. Let's see. Here we go. So this is also part of the memorial. You'll see a lot of different names, people who like went, and this is what you'll see. I'll put it up high for you. So there's that. And by the way, that is to not only symbolize the people that already perished from the actual tower, but this whole area over here would have been where the second tower actually was. So you got the Freedom Tower that's here, but then this would have been the second area where we would have had the other tower, and we lost that. So obviously we all know this. I'm trying to get a good view because we got trees up now. Trying to see if I can get Jen that shot so we can have a good look at the observatory. I swear, if I get any closer, we might as well just walk in the ditch. Is that the black cube? I don't know about the black cube, but let's see what else we got. Oh, you said field trip? Yeah, field trip. There was another thing I remember I took a picture of a long time ago. I can't remember what it was though. It was something in this area. Wait, why do we got stairs here? I don't recall this. What is this? What is the stairs for? It looks locked. Okay, it says no entry. I was like, I have no idea where the hell that goes. This says no entry. Alright, I damn near walked all the way over here, Jen, just to get you this look. All these trees were in the way, so it seems like the best way we're going to be able to get a better look, we got to walk inside. Fucking field trip. All right, we got the light now, so we're going to walk in there. This is going to be just for you, Jen. Don't ever say I didn't do nothing for you. Ugh. Damn it. For all this work, I could have gone to Hudson Yards. That's crazy. Well, it would have been more over there, but I could have done all that stuff for you. Okay. So, we're going to Brookfield. We're going to Brookfield. Let me give you this look so you can see this. There you go. Just for y'all. I know y'all want to see more shots. Alright, so we're going to walk into here. It's hidden behind this Brookfield. I haven't been over here in a little bit. Last time I was over here, I was actually taking pictures of a model, which was a couple of years ago, before I gave up the whole photography thing. Let me get ahead of these people, because they're walking slow. Let's get inside. Here we go. We are in Brookfield. I don't remember all the stuff. Oh, we got the Louis Vuitton store. I do remember that. What's over here? I'm guessing maybe there's some trains down there. All right, let's get a good look at what's going on. Get him to show us shit. What do you mean show us shit? Oh, getting them to show us shit. Yeah. So let's go take a look. All right. Hopefully we don't lose no signal. I have no idea. I haven't been in here. I haven't been in here at all. So hopefully it's Gucci. Well, at this point, I guess it's Louis Vuitton. So let's have a look at here. All right. So we got the Louis store. And I'm pretty sure there's more stuff like all over like big place, but it's scattered like shops. So we got Louis here. Let's see. I think there's a Nike store. Oh, look, I just said it. So we got an Adidas store. We got a Nike store. Actually, when I took a picture of the model, it was on these steps. I took a picture of the model on these steps. One with her on the steps, and then I took another picture of her cascaded down on the bottom. And then actually, there's a girl you probably will see. I don't remember. I can't remember Instagram now. It's been so long. But there was a girl who was sitting, not on here, but I think on one of these chairs, and I caught a picture for her. And I just thought there was something very interesting the way she did it. And I'm going to show you the view that I had. I think I was here. And I was trying to, let me make sure I don't get too much light, blind you guys. Yep. Let's see. I'm gonna need to get higher so I can get you that light. Here we go. Here we go. And just for you, Jen, so you can actually see the top as well. So this is what we were looking at from far back, Jen. I wish I can get a better look at it, but all those trees are in the way. But this is all the architecture that we had. Showing all the stuff. And while we're here, but at the time, like I said, I had a old model. She was down at the bottom. And I had a nice like little view cascading with the stairs all going up to her. I mean, she liked it. I got paid very well for that one as well. In the back over here, I haven't been over here in a while. Over here, there's a place up there. I think I was getting coffee. No, was it? No, it wasn't. Was it down here? I thought it was upstairs. I'm sorry, it's been a long time. No, this doesn't look like it. So it must have been upstairs that I actually got it. How's it going, brother? Oh shit, look, they're doing work out here. So we got restaurants and shit that be outside. Hold on, let's just go out here. Like they're doing work out here. So look, we're not gonna actually see the marina. Well, my bad, guys. If we can't get in there, then you can't see the water side. We gonna walk around here and see if we can actually get an opening. You better hope. You better hope you can. You still closer to their age than mine. So usually you could just walk right out, but apparently I don't know what's going on. I mean, I can see it, but oh yeah, they blocked us all the way off. Oh yeah, they're doing work. Oh, it looks like a mess out back there now. So they took away the damn, and this is the area that I would have showed you. So you would have seen a little bit of the other side of the skyline, but also let me show you this so you see it. And then you would have seen the marina, and then from the marina you would have saw people like yachts that are out there. Damn, I wonder when they started doing this, changing up the project, and it looks crazy. Let me see if I can actually get you guys a shot. Yeah, see, that's just a mess back there. So they totally changed up the entire marina. So they're doing work. So I tried. Can't say I didn't try for you, Jen. I tried. I didn't expect to walk all the way over here, by the way. So you're welcome. You're welcome, Jen. I thought all the shit was already changed. Now I'm wondering what's it gonna look like when they're done with the project, you know? Oh, no, I don't feel like going over there. And I might have to take me an aspirin because my fucking head's already pounding. have been out for a while. I don't know. They're probably just redoing the marina so that it could look better. Who knows what the people paid for. Well, let me show you this. You can see. Hold up. Here we go. I think this is the only place, to be honest with you, that we could actually get like actual palm trees. And I mean, they're actually real palm trees, but they're not in the best of shape, to be honest with you. Like, I used to live out in Florida for a little bit, so this is not the best of palm trees I've seen, but yeah, they did a lot of damage to them. But they did it for the aesthetic, so whatever, you know. The market, the Vessi shops, the Nike store. There's not a lot in here that I remember. Equinox, you got Equinox gym in here. Who knew that was it? Troy Birch. You got people with money. You got people with money going to Troy Birch. Yeah, I really don't move too much around, especially in this area, because it's just too bougie for me. It's too bougie. I swear I know that must go to the trains, but I don't see any signs that says it goes to trains. And if I do that, then we're gonna get knocked off as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this little bit left of a trip to go right back to where I was when we kind of started this. Resla, what's going on, man? He said, okay, I stopped. Might just yeah, you might as well. Now I'm wondering when they're gonna get the marina done. But from a bit, I'll be honest with you, it might take a couple of years. It look like a hot mess back there. I'm imagining it's gonna take maybe 1 or 2 years before that shit is fixed. If they do it faster than that, I'll be dead surprised. Just to be honest with you. Where you were at today? Did you ever escape the airport? I'm not. Was that for me, Peace? Is that what you're talking about? Was that for me? You know what? I think there was a figure over here, but I think they removed it. It wasn't time ago. So hold on. KM handing out timeouts today. Oh wow. Okay, you know what? KM, you gotta do what you gotta do. Time motherfucker out, they getting too stupid. Oh, I know what building is nearby, but I'm not close enough to it. There's a building that I know you guys would love to see, but I'm not near it. It's like see, where am I at now? So I'm right. Let me think about it. It's probably, I want to say it's like 6 or 7 blocks before I can give you guys a good visual of it. And the way that I think that might be also on my Instagram as well. But I think the building looks like Jenga, like every floor, like it's a Jenga piece, but it's like very tall building. Very, very tall building. Check your mini map. Yeah, this ain't no game, man. I'm on my feet. And like I said, this stream, just like any other stream that I've done, is pretty much impromptu. It's not really my thing to be doing this. He just scooted right by that. Good for him. Good for him. I haven't been around here in years. This is great. This field trip sponsored by Watch Your Manners. Watch Your Manners by KM. And this stream is sponsored by Watch Your Manners by KM. Did you know that if you are here in this chat and you're actually acting a fool, KM is going to handle you. Now, KM has had many places that she's gone to, and she's been a very diligent mod in so many different areas. Whether it's dealing with mods from the behind, getting all the clips that she needs from an actual streamer, or holding on to many receipts to make sure that what you're saying in the future is actually held up by everything you said in the past. She got everything for you, from the past, from the future, from your new channel to the channel that you want to do, and all of your stocks account. So just be sure to actually shop. By the way, discount code is down in the description. Make sure that you sign up today. That sound good? Peace. I mean, sorry, Jen. Does that sound good? Was that a good like promo? Was that a good promo for her shit? I think it was a pretty impromptu promo for her shit. Is that the hashtag outside? Hashtag outside. All right, let me show you this view of the Oculus since I'm walking back towards it. This is what it is. I never knew what the fuck it was supposed to look like. I still don't know what the fuck it's supposed to look like, to be honest with you. But this is the Oculus. And I showed you guys the inside of it. Well, actually, that was the first stream. This stream went down for some reason. So I'll run back inside. I'll let you guys see the inside of the Oculus real quick. I don't know what happened with that first stream. It just went down. All right, and then after that, I don't know. We have to figure out what we're doing for. We have to figure out what the game plan for Resla is for tonight. Because part of me is like, part of me is tired, part of me is not tired, and I don't know where we go from there. So like I said, I've already had pictures. I've been here before. And then this whole area is just like a big mall. I've been in here since before, just in the beginning of it when it was being built up, all the way to the point that it is now. I can't just remember how to get down there because that leads to the PATH train, which some of the trains that take you to like Jersey. So I'm gonna have to really, I think I'm on the right side. No, I'm on the wrong side. So we're gonna have to do a quick walk around and then I'll go down to the ground level. Here's an Apple store. You guys have all seen Apple stores before. Pretty fucking basic. They never change how their shit look. We got other stuff over here. Other shops. I don't think it's as popping in some of the other areas and like on the actual streets, but this is what we see. I was over there because I was leaving and I was going to New Jersey. So that's why I know all the PATH trains are over there. Is that Portobello? It is Portobello over there. Now I'm doing a whole fucking roundabout because that's where I came from when I first walked in. Pandora. Okay. So I hope that's not like seating areas, but they don't allow people to sit. That's crazy. To block that shit off. All right, we're almost there. We're almost at the bottom. Excuse me. I'm not a fan of stairs, folks. Here's where I think I'm going to end up going to the train. And here we go. And we'll just do a quick round. What are you guys saying? What are you guys saying? said your ass been getting stuck in the kitchen like that. Damn, what the hell? So that timeout. Like I said, doesn't nothing that looks too crazy. Then again, I'm saying this just don't take my word for anything I say because I'm a New Yorker, so I've already been here plenty of times. Somebody tried to break in this goddamn store, or somebody did something, but that door broke. Oh, I didn't even know that the Apple Store is on both floors. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's on both floors. For fucking what? This is pretty much it. There is other stuff like other than the two floors, so you can walk like that out, but it's only but so much space before you run into other stuff. And then of course you have the path over here, as I told you guys, and then you have other shops on the side. But the last time I was here, all of these shops, like, they were basically empty. And the last time I was here, there was an art, like a New York art kind of thing going on, where we had painted, I think was it leopards? It wasn't tigers. It was leopards or cheetahs. I think it was leopards, but we had like statues of leopards all over New York City. And I was walking around the city trying to get all of the leopards. And I know that for sure should be on my Instagram. At least some of the pictures of those leopards. And I am walking way out of my way. I told you, path to New Jersey. And I think the last time I went to New Jersey was for a business thing. But I think the last time when I came here for this, but when I was taking the PATH train, it was for, what was it for? It was for it was a Metallica concert. That's what it was. It was a Metallica concert that I was going to. And then of course you can see the whole stretch all the way through. And it's pretty much everything like that, just built inside the wall with different shops. Some of them are just straight up wall tonight. Every piece is an actual shop. But you get places like that. And honestly, every time I'm here, it reminds me a lot of what 34th Street looks like when you're in the subway. And for those who don't know, it looks like that. I'm not going to 34th Street. Like, no, we're not doing that. Let's see. The fact that the Apple Store has two floors, it's basically empty in there. I don't know why they got two floors. That doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, actually, it took a while to build the Oculus. I'm trying to remember which one was finished first. Was that the Oculus that was finished first, or was it the Freedom Tower? Because you couldn't go in this area for a long time. After the whole towers fell, because all of this was all considered to be ground zero. All of this. So you couldn't do shit. But I can't remember which one was finished first. But ever since then, people have slowly forgotten, or they take their little time. It's just become more of a touristy kind of attraction, and it is what it is. I should have thought about, honestly, the business opportunities that would have taken place, but I didn't. Because I think to myself, like, what would have taken me to be someone? Nah, I don't even think I would have had a shot. But like, what would it take for me to be someone who works in like the team that builds like the compliance and working with the cops and the firefighters and all that stuff? I can't imagine what these guys make or what they make. To be honest with you, I cannot even begin to wonder. But outside of that, let's get back to the crux of what's going on, because I've been trying to really figure out what we're doing, like, because I got a lot of stuff I want to work on. Honestly, the moment I get back to my desk, I already have projects sitting my Photoshop. Just stuff that I gotta work on, new images, new ideas. But at the same time, I think the last time I went live with you guys, outside of this, the last time I was actually live was pretty much the stream about blind. So like, I feel like I'm a little overdue on doing something, but at the same time, I'm just not gonna just willy nilly just do bullshit or just basically just carry a conversation about nothing. Like that's just not really one. It's not in me to just feel like doing it, and if I'm gonna have anything I want to talk about, it should be something of substance. So that's just how I feel. You said what? You're debating if you should go live later or not. Yeah, that's pretty much how I started this whole conversation. That was on my first stream before that shit went down randomly. Yeah, because I was like, you know what? Do I want to go home and then I'll just start up an actual stream? But I was like, what would I talk about? Do I even feel like I'm in the mood to talk about something, or do I just want to get to work so I can try to do stuff? And I think the problem with me is like I do have projects and I do have things I want to work on in terms of content. But sometimes I get so, like many other facets of my life, so wrapped up in the work that I forget that I do have to pay attention to my actual streaming as well. And trust me, YouTube, Resto, you would know this. YouTube has no problem letting you know that you ain't been live for a while. like they, motherfuckers will let you know that you ain't been live for a moment. So when you start seeing your numbers drop and you start seeing your analytics, you're like, fuck yeah, I guess I gotta do something. So yeah. So sometimes I just have to think about that, like, oh, I haven't done shit in a while. What do I want to do? This is also one of the reasons why I have to also remind people, like, I'm not a full-time streamer, or as Resto like to say, professional streamer. You know, that's not me. This is not a career for me. Now, if I'm gonna be live, like, let's just say on that continual basis, it better be something that I really fucking enjoy. Like, it really has to be something that I enjoy. It can't just be some little weird shit. Okay. You said there's a YouTube. I should do karate. Who should do karate? Who should do karate? Peace. Oh, you said karaoke. Sorry, I'm saying that shit wrong. For what? I'm not doing karaoke. Not at all. Not even gonna be a little bit. Nope. You guys already see me enough with a damn mic in front of my face. What? Karaoke. And you wouldn't be able to see me anyway, because it would be in a dark ass room. What would you be seeing? Wait, what? What are you saying? Sorry, I'm looking at this weird text that I just got. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so I'll sort that out later. But yeah, you said maybe set a timer and then go live for a bit so that you still have time to work my personal stuff. Do I want to do that? I'm back to the beginning of that. Talk about what exactly? See, here I'm the idea of this. I'm just showing you guys around. But honestly, I haven't even solved the initial issue, the initial conundrum that I'm dealing with. If I go live, what I'm going to talk about, I'm not even just talking about today. I still got to figure this whole thing out for whatever next time I'm going to stream as well. And my stuff is just so scattered, but also I'm thinking about changing things up because I've been monitoring the community. I've been monitoring the chat. I've been monitoring how my analytics are looking when it comes to me doing my type of content, and I'm realizing that the type of impact that we all have is diminishing. You know, it really is, and I think it's just a matter of how we as people review content as. I think a lot of people only see content as basically two things. Whether it can be political, whether it can be, like food or whatever. But I think the idea is that people only look at content as being drama or entertainment? Educational or just thought or reflections or like I think people even look for drama when it comes to like workout shit. It's crazy. And by the way, this is the same way how like a lot of people, whether it's through content, it could be streams, it could not be streams. The idea is to only get creators to pitch advertisements. So technically, creators are just being looked at as tools to just push commercials. And if the idea for your common reviewer, your common person, because you have a whole search engine for the things that you should be able to look for, whether it's informational, whether it's entertainment, that's not what's being pushed in algorithms these days. If it's not something that's highly controversial, like drama, if it's not political, and it's not entertainment, something to get you laughing, it's not really pushed at all. And that's very interesting to me. Because I remember you should be able to go anywhere online. This is the whole reason why we still have a www, it's the World Wide Web. You can be able to get whatever you're looking for everywhere you go. But that's not what's being pushed in these algorithms. So I already had a dinner. I had a dinner with my family earlier piece, so I already ate. Well, yeah. What do most people want to get out of content? And I think a lot of people, whether they believe it or not, because they may go in for information, to be honest with you, KM, but that's not what's given to them. And for some reason, it's pushed as an incentive for creators to make their content entertaining, even if the entire premise is to be educational or to be. She is pretty as fuck. She fine as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, sorry, Chad. I ain't gonna shit with that. That's damn. Anyway, anyway, it's pushed even on creators to be able to. I lost my traffic. To basically push, to be basically advertisers, to be ambassadors. So like, the idea of people just even looking for information. I say outside of food, outside of just learning how to cook. Most people are just, yeah. By the way, I'm lying, because even food has to look entertaining. It's not like you can just show the recipes. Now it's got to be quick jump clips. It's got to be favorite foods. It's got to be a very catchy way of finessing how the food. Everybody got to do the whole toss the onion in the air, chop. Like you can't just get the information anymore. Everything has to be fun, and information can be entertaining. But the idea that everything needs to be fun and quick takes away the informational parts. I'm a big proponent of just doing things the right way, and apparently everything's about having shortcuts now. You know? So that's why you say, well, the good ones finish last. Well, you know what they also say, right? All the dull ones finish last too, you know? They do say that. The dull ones are not quick. The dull ones finish last as well. Sometimes you just need someone who's right there in the middle. You gotta look for the Goldilocks of that. Not too long, not too short. You gotta get that just right. That's what you need. Yo, that chick, she sidetracked the shit out of me. She really did. She sidetracked the shit out of me. She was fine head to toe. That was crazy. Yeah, we need balance. And that's not what social media is doing these days. It's not about balance. What's that? Oh, that's TikTok. And I got to figure out what to do with that. Because, again, I'm not about just having entertaining just for laughs or whatever. It's nice to have entertaining aspects to content and everything. But it's all about balance. And I think a lot of people don't really respect balance anymore. So you gotta be, it's funny, 'cause I think about the whole niche thing, right? That we were having a whole conversation with this guy from before. Because even that's the problem with a niche. Because the people that actually don't get a lot of shine are actually variety content. People who can talk about or want to review anything that pretty much comes up on their mind. You can't really have that now. You can't even really just have a content that really just says, this is just about me and my life. Because what's that mean? Are you doing blogs? Because that's a niche. If you're doing how are the women doing, the trad wife, that's a niche. So even if it's about your life, it's about the life of a trad wife. So it's a niche content. This is the sad part. Like, you can't just say, hey, this is with me on my day of cooking. This is my day of me working out. This is my day with me or my husband, my wife, or my kids, or whatever. Now it's got to be a very specific thing. So are you cooking? And now you pretty much got to make sure all your shit's about cooking. Are you talking about how you spent your day in the gym and now it's just got to be about gym culture? Like, it can't be variety. And that's a damn shame, because I say this all the time about all of us. We're all not one thing. We're not one thing. We are a culmination of things. And for some reason, that's not appealing to a lot of people. And as I said, if you look at the algorithm and the way how algorithms push, and I've done this with multiple channels that I've not multiple channels, but I've done with multiple accounts that I've had, and just try to look through the algorithm. If it's not meant to basically make you laugh or to make you enraged, it's not the thing that really gets pushed. And I think that's very interesting. The only content that I see that's safe from that is basically women and men's clothing styles and food content. Oh, and of course animals as well. Those are the things. If it's not like lifestyle and clothing, if it's not about like gym stuff, which can also be controversial, by the way, because we see that as well. If it's not about food, it's about animals. Until you get those weird people that want to go deep diving into the owners' lives, and then that becomes controversial. Yeah, you eat. That's the thing. And this is the thing. This is the problem that I have a big contention with other creators with, right? Because they'll say, do the thing that you do that makes you happy, and your type of content that you like to do, right? At the same time, they switch it to the other side of their mouth and they tell you, this is what you gotta do if you want to be popular. You gotta be funny. You basically gotta be a dancing monkey. And it's like, who told you that? Where the fuck did that come from? That if you want to do content, or if you want to be popular as a content creator, you have to be a fool. And I'm being very specific with that word. You have to be a fool. But then you want people to take you seriously. You got to pick a lane. You got to have standards at some point. What's it gonna be? You're gonna have some self-respect and standards, or you're gonna be a shill. And this is the point where people who are wildly watching are probably gonna be like, I don't like the fact that you said that you're gonna hurt my feelings. What's it gonna be? This is why I say, like, I'm just gonna be how I am. And if we don't really get growth, I'm good with it at this point. Like, because you guys say what you want. I'm just not willing to go do the extra shit right now for anything, because either everybody lumps you into a particular category, or they say the most really and wild shit for no reason. And I love it. Because if it means that the people who are really around me are just people who really get me or really get what the content's about, I'm good with that. At the same time, I look at it and I just go, it's kind of disappointing. Not you guys being disappointed, but like the people who come through and they just want it to be about what they're doing. Which is weird too, because this is one of the main reasons why as much as I don't mind like vertical content, things like that, here's my personal experience and what I've learned. When I do horizontal landscape content, I get I get people who are more relatable or people who really understand, or worse, people that's sitting in the spaces that already kind of know my content, but they just don't give a fuck. But when I do vertical content, no bullshit, this is where I get some of the most craziest people. This is where I get a mix of people who actually do know me, but they're all doing their own thing, or they already reviewing the content on their phone already. Or I get a shit ton of raises. Not even gonna lie. It's doing verticals that give you the weird hodgepodge of people. Like, it's like you might as well just do everything on a desktop or on landscape, because the moment you decide to get to those people, it's like they can't help but judge you based on your look. They don't even think, they're not even sitting down to even hear you first. They're just like, oh, I see a black guy. He's a ninja. Like, it's like, okay, and you say that like what? Am I supposed to crash out? Like, dumbass. Like, or people will come in like early. We saw it today. Person come in and say, get a job. Oh, so you never had a day off, so you're a work slave. Gotcha. So you're right. You're right. Because you probably got oil and stains under your hands because you've been sitting there working at fucking fast food for the past 12 hours, right? Got you. You're mad that I'm not at work, right? I got you. I get it. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, we're here. We're here, I guess, near the end of the road because it's 8 o'clock my time. By the time I get home, it might be 9. And part of me is like being kind of stalling because I was like killing that kind of, the rush hour. Because the rush hour is going to be a bitch. Which I managed to kill like a good 2 hours. Between eating with my fam and then doing the stream with you guys. I want y'all to beat the rush hour because I might fight somebody. Oh, by the way, that was part of an issue that I had. Just trying to get to the movie theater today. I had to deal with some cops because I had to save somebody else because I didn't want people falling in the track and then fucking up my entire community. None of that happened earlier today. But yeah. Do a stream, don't do a stream, and either way, I'm just gonna be chilling and just cracking over a couple of beers and just working on my content shit. I just know if I do a stream, I'm not really gonna work on my content shit, and then I'm just have to go to sleep, wake up, and start all over again. But I won't have to go outside unless I get up to go do my morning walk. Depends on how I feel after the night, or go live, not really know what we're doing, what we're really talking about. Don't think I'm gonna get any content or any ideas of content while traveling home. So don't know. And it's never been any good luck from you guys really offering me content. That's just been the history. I'd be surprised if you guys ever do. So I don't know. We will see. We'll see how everything holds up. Maybe something will inspire me, but I don't know. I'm highly doubting it. He said, if you still want to do a stream by the time you get home, then do it. Yeah, but that's just the question. Like, anyone could just go live. But again, I just don't feel like sitting there and just fucking finagling time and just thumbing it up and just carrying nothing. Like, again, I don't do this for like dancing monkey status. Like, there should be a purpose. And if there's no purpose, then there's no reason to get online. I don't just like to get online just to get online. I'm not bored. Let me just say that way. I can find it to do. I can go watch Netflix. I can go watch a movie. I can go work on content. I can go bug my girlfriend. I can do a lot of stuff. I don't need to go online. Like, I'm not lonely, so I have to go online. So if I'm going to go online, there should really be a purpose behind it. You know? That's just the way I look at it. Same way where I am when I'm on other people's platforms. If I go on their actual panel, it's not because I like that's actually when I got time and I got shit to do. But if I'm like, I'm not gonna get up on anyone's panel and I'm just gonna chill in the chat, I'm doing shit. I'm not just watching the show. I'm actually working on shit in the background, whether it's personal work or whether it's content work. The only time you see me get on someone's platform is like I want to chill and I don't want to do any work. You know? Here's the thing. I understand when you say I might be in a fuck it mood, but a fuck it mood. And that's most likely where I would lean on a fuck it mood when it comes to doing a lot. Because if I got nothing to really go over, what I'm gonna do? what I'm gonna do? Like, so I'm just gonna be like, eh, eh. All right. I can see everybody's trying to go home now, so I'm at the. I want to say I'm at the tail end of rush hour right now. At least for people getting ready to go home. I see a lot of people heading for the PATH train. So a lot of people just got off work in the last 2 hours. All right, so I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. 'Cause I ain't getting home any sooner by being here. And guess we'll move from there. We'll see what happens from there. Pretty much, if I get home, if I go live, maybe we got something to talk about. Maybe we don't. But I know all the normal antics that people want to see or want to get into, shit that I'm not interested in. Like, you'll know that's not really gonna be the case with me. Wait, what they answer? Really? They change that up? That's crazy. It's gonna be a safe trip. Ain't gonna be nothing too crazy. I guess we'll just. Is that uptown or downtown? It is uptown. So I'll be traveling. But outside of that, it's gonna be underpants. Ugh, okay. But outside of that, I guess it's just gonna be whatever. And then we'll keep it above from there. We'll just see what happens with the rest of the time. But anyway, let me get off because it's really, really loud. The train's coming through. And I don't know if it's just the train. I don't know when this thing is gonna cut off. So, where are we at? We're in Cortland. Fuck, I gotta walk all the way over there. I knew it. Said don't fall. Don't get fall while sidetracked. But this is gotta watch out for that one now. Gotta watch out for that one for sure. Oh, here we go. We got the other side. So, instead of that, people walking here. Oh God, look at this one. So outside of that, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys just have it. I'll give you guys the time, and I'll think about whether I can conjure up something or whether I'm just gonna let it just rock, and then we'll deal with the rest of the night as it falls out, whether I am or not. That's what it is. That being said, I think they were good. I think we're Gucci. I guess I'll see you on the next one. Look up for the notification if I do something live, and if not, it's Monday. We got plenty of time of the week left. Later.